Hey, how y'all doing? This is your girl Tashi, and I am back with another video. I want to apologize for I think 3 last videos that I made. Something was wrong with my mic. I didn't realize until I was like editing my videos that something was wrong with my mic. It was like very, very low. So I had to go into my editing program and like turn the volume up a little bit more on the editing program. So hopefully it sounds okay in other videos. I had to make sure I test out the mic first, because I don't like when stuff like that happens, because that means I might have to do the video over, and I don't like doing videos over because then it's like I already saw the video, so it doesn't make any sense like redoing that video over again. It wouldn't make any sense because like I already saw it already. So that's why I didn't want to do all that. So, and plus I didn't want to waste those videos too. That's another thing. I don't know. People think that making videos is so easy. Like, this is so easy. It's not always easy. There's always something. Either your computer is not working, or your mic or your camera is always something. Always. But hopefully everything is good. Okay? How you doing? I hope y'all doing great. So I'm reacting to this one. This is Nicole Kidman, who I know, great actress, is blown away by Stephen Fries. Y'all say it's pronounced Fries, not I don't know why when I look at it, it's like I want to pronounce it Frey. I don't know why, but it's Fries. Yeah, said. His intelligence. He is a smart man. If y'all see my last video where I react to the one he was talking about the difference between British and American comedy, go and check that video out. But let's react to this one.
Now, Stephen Fry.
Yes, sir.
Brings us, well, I say sequel, it's more of a continuation.
Yes,
of your best-selling book of Greek mythology, Mythos. This is Heroes. It's out now. And, I mean, the first one was such a huge hit.
It was, wasn't it? It was a big surprise to me. I was delighted by it. I've always loved Greek myths, and actually, it started, I found myself a year and a half ago. It's around a
Can y'all hear it? Let me, I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let me turn it up just a little bit more. I don't want to be too loud.
Just talking about creation myths and where they come from. And I started telling the story of the early Greek gods, the first ones, and they all went, why didn't I know about that? And, where Zeus came from. Because everyone's heard of certain names, but they don't necessarily know how they go together. And someone said, well, you should write them. So I started to. And now
this one is
carries on to the heroes.
Yes, this is more of the human.
Exactly. By this
gods.
time, as it were, it's getting to be more human. And they're clearing up the world, ridding it of monsters and so on.
And because it's written in this very kind of conversational way, all the dialogue is very kind of everyday, is that you kind of trying to get the reader to make connections between these stories and our own lives?
Sort of. I mean, there's no question that for a lot of people, just a Greek word looks somehow as if it belongs more to a schoolroom than to a story, because we think of Greek as being an academic thing, ancient Greek, whereas, of course, to the Greeks it wasn't, and it isn't now. And I also wanted to create an atmosphere. My favourite Greek god in some ways is Hestia, perhaps the least well-known of the firstborn of the Olympians, who's the goddess of the hearth. And the hearth, when you think about it, all our ancestors, whatever our ethnicity, all our ancestors gathered around flames at night to stay warm and to protect themselves from animals. And they told stories about things over which they had no control, like they tell their children where thunder comes from and why there's fire coming out of the mountain. And everything you can't understand and control, you give a name, a god, and so these gods were developed personalities around the fire. And now I think we can safely say we've lost the hearth. We don't eat round tables anymore. Someone's got a PlayStation in that room and they get a delivery.
I don't mean to cut the video. I didn't mean to cut it because I was so into it. But he's right. We don't do certain things anymore. I'm not gonna lie, in my household, no one sits around the table anymore. I grew up sitting around the table when I used to live with my grandmother. We used to set the table. We used to make sure all the food was in the middle of the table. We watch a little TV. We had a small TV where we watch. But now that we have phones, it's even worse.
Pizza into it, and someone else has got they're streaming things in another room. Nobody gathers around and shares stories anymore. We've lost our focus, we've lost our hearth. So I'm trying in the books to recreate the relaxed feeling of sitting around a fire listening to stories, which I think is a primal thing, listening them together. And so that's the purpose.
So it's to do with arson.
Oh,
And obviously there's
He seemed like such a nice guy. I would love to meet him. He seemed like a sweet, like, teddy bear. I would literally like sit down and listen to his stories. He seemed like a very intelligent man.
there's lots of gods, lots of heroes, but does Queen Atlana appear?
Well,
Queen
I should say, of
Alana?
course, happily, that I'm using the word hero as a gender-neutral word. There's Atalanta, who's one of my favourite heroes. And Atlana is in your film
Yes, I play.
Aquaman.
Yes, you playing Queen Atlana.
Not my film.
Well, Mark
I-
Urban's film, is it?
Yeah.
It's
You're in it.
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa's film.
Yeah.
James Wan's film. Yeah.
Well, you'd be named after, I guess that's Atlantis, is it?
And
Well,
Queen Atlana is Queen of Atlantis.
well, there's a good example of how these things kind of go into our language is that
talking.
Atlas, that image of him bulging like a Bulgarian weightlifter holding up the sky was used by early mappers of the world, and they called those maps atlases after him, the picture.
They're all like, you're so smart.
Oh, going storytelling. It's merely...
No, Nicole, I can't tell you how smart. You're like, you can't like,
So
he
smart.
know this?
Oh,
he
no,
know this?
no,
But
What's your IQ?
No, it's reasonable. No 150, nothing good.
I'm not gonna lie. He's a great storyteller. It's something about people, like, we might know the same thing, but it's how the way a person explains it and how the way they tell the story. It draws me into it, because it could be anybody. It could be a teacher, and like I get bored. You know, when I used to go to school, I used to get bored when a teacher tells stories. But if it's someone else that knows how to tell the story in a more excited way, or it's something about them, like I learn more from them. And he's that person. Like, I could sit and listen to him all day telling stories. Like, forget about my phone and these other stuff, you know? Like, I would sit and listen to him all day. Like, I feel like I'll learn more from him than anything, you know? But I don't know. I might want to get his book. I have other books that I have. I'm not gonna lie. I have some books I didn't get to read them yet. But one book I'm almost finished, and I have some other books that I have to finish up. But I wouldn't mind reading his book. I wouldn't mind one bit. So what you think? You know, he do seem like a very intelligent man. You know, I'm so blown away by him. Then again, you know what? Let me take that back, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm shocked or I'm surprised by the fact that he's an intelligent man. You know, I don't want to do that, because he was always an intelligent man, just that we never seen that side of him. You know, we're so used to seeing him on TV shows like Blackadder and what's the other TV show he be on? He's on a lot of TV shows. But yeah, funny guy, but a very intelligent guy too at the same time. And I will definitely see if I can find some more videos of him talking about other stuff. You know, I just love listening to him. So comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. How you feel about him. Will you go get his book? Do you have his book? If you have it, like, share, like, what surprised you from his book? What did you take away from the book? And yeah, just comment below, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Yes, go down there and subscribe, because some of y'all are not subscribed to my channel. Y'all know who you are. You know who you are. You're not subscribed to my channel, so go down there and subscribe. Okay, I'm watching you. And I see you lovely people. Y'all just take care of yourself. Bye and peace.